have been doing open mics and practicing their craft. I've been blasting the Highlander soundtrack for the past 2 weeks. This is fun. Thank all of you for coming out right now. This is really awesome. Give it up for yourselves. We need this. We do. We need this as performers. Like, we have comedians have the same motivations as strippers. Really, we just want Dad to love us. So we get up on stage and degrade ourselves in front of a room full of strangers. The strippers make tips. We made the right life decision there, I'm just saying. I said that at a show one time, and somebody in the audience actually threw money up on stage at me. I was like, holy shit, that is more than I have ever made doing comedy. Right there, I went home with a whole $2.78 that night. I really think the change was just to hit me with, because that guy had really good aim the whole time. Thanks for my allowance, Dad. Because it was him. Has any of the stoners in the room made the same mistake that I did and smoked weed with a bunch of strangers and regretted it immediately? I mean, look, you don't regret the weed smoking part of that occasion, obviously, but you regret the company sometimes. You know, like now you gotta listen to this redneck tell you about his recipe for Brian's Hillbilly Chili. Yeah, that moonshine really brings out the flavor, but you gonna pass that shit, man? It's sour diesel. It's not like it grows on trees. Well, like kind of. It's expensive is the point. See, I'm so bad I would probably smoke weed with someone like Jeffrey Dahmer if he had really good shit. Like, I'm not gonna stick around in case he gets the munchies. That could be a bad idea right there. Guys, I took a coffee shit in the handicap stall of a Walmart bathroom last week, and I have never felt like more of a patriot in my entire life. It was beautiful. The paraplegic guy that I cut off to get into the stall was not happy, but he didn't want to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, so fuck him, right? Oh my. I went through, like, back in the wintertime, I went through like a depression period. Depression is, for anybody who's dealt with it, it's like the psychological equivalent of herpes. Like, you get over it and you put it past you and you're feeling fine, you're doing great, and all of a sudden, ding dong, guess who needs a place to stay? Repressed childhood trauma. And now no one loves you, and there's a rash that was not there last week. I am actually bisexual, but I did not realize this until a couple years ago when my brain decided to tell me, hey Rick, remember how back in high school you used to think about making out with dudes sometimes? That didn't go away just because you never did it. I'm just saying, you know, that's why you watched all that anime, because they give the guys feminine features. You were watching Sailor Moon for the Sailor Squad and Tuxedo Mask. Saying, try it out a little bit. You never know what's gonna happen. 2 years down the line, you might wind up making out with one of your best friends on a mountain, and it's gonna be beautiful. And don't worry about it, guys. It's not gay because his fiance said she was cool with it. But she's more into girls. See, I can still get friend zoned, which means I still have problems. That sounded more like I don't actually mean that. It's all weird turn. Again, like I said, depressionary period, I'm working my way out of it. Around Valentine's Day this past year, on the romantic topic, a friend of mine challenged me to come up with the worst thing to write in a Valentine's Day card. So this is what I gave him. Confession. When we have sex, I sometimes think about your mother. But if it counts for anything, when I have sex with your mother, I think about you. Robotin. Thank you very much. Good night.
Rick Robotin, come on, let's hear it for him.